Join me in this eternal moment as I dive deep into the collective consciousness to unearth an important message for this present moment. Welcome for today's energy update. Now, today's topic is going to be about utilizing and maximizing your creative powers through the use of both your masculine and feminine energy. Whether you are male or female, you will possess these equal creative domains. Throughout each day, each week, each month, you will find yourself ebbing and flowing naturally between these states, as each moment, each person will be specific. You will go through periods, whether it's in your life, more macro, or whether through the day, more micro, where a more masculine or a more feminine approach is suitable. Now, it is important to listen, because this is very much an intuitive state of living. Because through creativity, you are opening yourself up to a source of inspiration. This source of inspiration, in this case, will be listening to your spirit, listening to the spirit's needs, whether it needs to manifest through you in a masculine way, or whether it needs to manifest through you in a feminine way. So let's start off with the feminine. What is the feminine way? How can you create, manifest, deliver your spiritual expression, your expression from your spirit through a feminine resource? Well, in a feminine domain, in a feminine approach, you will back off, you will integrate, you will listen, you will go through a period of introspection. So with this, you're looking to sort of step back from the material, which is challenging, which has its own difficulties, because for the most part in society we are taught to go forth, to work in the material, to only act in the material, to only work with physical tools. However, it is important to gain clarity on your direction, on your expression. A lot of the times it will become difficult to act in the material if you are lacking that perspective, if you are lacking that connection to spirit, that connection to authenticity. So in order to do that, you will need to come inwards. You will need to ground yourself in the present moment, in your emotional body, in your inner dimension, to listen, to prioritize introspection, and to ultimately integrate what is going on in your inner world. Because by doing this, you strengthen the spirit between the higher and lower, the earthly and the heavenly, or the bodily and the spiritually. And in doing so, it will allow you to more effectively create in the physical. Because ultimately, creation is a removal of self-destructive habits, rather than an imprint of the egoic intellectual will. So that's feminine, number one. Number two is the masculine. So the masculine, you're more focused outwardly. So you've gone from stepping back, looking inward, and now once that process has run its course, you will now look outwards into the material, into the physical, where you look to establish order. So essentially, fundamentally, you've gone from a state of chaos, abstraction in your inward expression, and now you're moving outward to create order and through action. Now, with the masculine, it is through action, where you are looking to manifest, where you're looking to translate the potential from within into manifesting meaning without. So with the masculine, you are basically finalizing the creative process. So you can imagine it as the inward work is sowing the seed, watering the plant, watching it grow, cultivating it and nurturing it through your healing, through your inner work, through your introspection. And then the masculine is a recognition of the correct time to take action and to pluck the fruit when it is ripe, in the right moment. And it's important to know the timing. It's important to listen, because if you're always acting through that masculine approach, then you can, metaphorically speaking, you can pick the fruit too early or you can pick it too late. It's about timing. It's about listening to the divine timeline, which only your spirit will understand and will communicate to you. If you're acting all the time, you can, again, a reminder, creation is a removal of self-destructive habits. That is important, because creation fundamentally is effortless. It's a flow. It's something that comes through you, it's not something that comes from you. Creation is something that comes through you. All the ideas are already there. It's just those that are more keenly attuned, have the ear for it, that can transmute it, that can channel it down into the material, that are the forebearers of that creation. And then of course, people go, wow, how did you come up with that creation? The creation is sourced from an inspiration, sourced from an idea. It has an immaterial beginning. It's not a tangible thing that we pluck from our mind. It's something we connect with, listen to through our feminine process. And then once we've connected with it, formed a relationship with it, understood it, cultivated it, metaphorically watered the seed, we then use the masculine to create it into the world, which has its own difficulties, because you have to, with the masculine, overcome hurdles. You have to plan how to actually do it. You have to learn the necessary techniques and skills that are required to accurately pinpoint it, accurately translate it. So, and this will be a back and forth. It won't be, January to March, I'm going feminine. Then it's, April to May, I'm going masculine. No, you're going to have to listen and be grounded in the present moment to know what calls for what, because you're ultimately looking to utilize the dualistic domain to create a transcendent property. You're trying to use these two elements of both the masculine and feminine creative energies to produce something transcendent from it. You can imagine it as sort of an alchemical process, using these two opposing creative sources within you to produce without you. And this is important because a lot of people can get stuck in either domain. You can be stuck in the feminine, the chaos, or the potential stage, because that's what it ultimately is. In the feminine, it's the potential. There's all the potential in the world. But if you have all these ideas and knowledge and feelings and inspiration, but you never learn to take action, you never learn the necessary skills, or you never learn the mental practices to get you to act, then you'll never translate it from the potential into purpose, in the order into chaos. And likewise, if you're always in the masculine, you're always just acting, always just trying to hustle and grind, but it's like You're acting from a lack of awareness. You're acting from a state of desire rather than a state of awareness. You're acting from a state of escapism rather than a state of presence. Then it's just karmic. You're just going around in circles chasing the eternal desire rather than the eternal presence. And that's a big difference. That's a big difference. So they're potent for the good and the bad. I mean, boy, you both can reap remarkable rewards, but both can reap destructive outcomes. So that's where the balance is key. That's why you, as a metaphysical practitioner, i.e. the conduit for balance, will see this in the same lens, through the same lens. You don't want to prioritize, you don't want to neglect, you don't want to resist, you don't want to fragment. You want to be present, be aware, and be balanced. And through that, I mean, again, all the ideas are already there. In the present moment is eternal wisdom and knowledge through the connection with the collective consciousness. There is no, I'm creating something original, it's me. No. You are simply tapping into something. The creativity isn't something you visit, it's not something you grab hold of, it's not something you can articulate. Inspiration is something that you connect with, connect to, you listen to, and then you have to act it out. Because again, it's not enough to simply listen to the call. You listen to the call, then you have to take action for the call. And that's, they both have their equal domains of relevancy in the creative process. It is a creative process. The reason that underpins yours, mine, and our existence is to create, is to fulfill the intention of the spirit, i.e. the eternal, i.e. that which transcends the egoic, desire-based ambitions, which is karmic, which is the eternal karmic desire that eats itself, consumes itself. You want to do your best to be aware of that, because that is the opposite of the process that we're trying to establish here. So, just to finish up, again, masculine, feminine being the integrative, introspective, and awareness or potential state, and the masculine, the action-based order, establishing order, learning what you need, learning what skills and problem solving, what obstacles arise, listening and action, potential and purpose, order and chaos, and above that is balance. That is the metaphysical way. That is a tool the metaphysical practitioner has used. This is something that has been used throughout humanity for thousands of years, and will continue to be to those that pass on the message and keep the candle of true creativity alive. Because it is easily forgotten in a world where technology exists and we get so excited with what we can create with our technology, but we forget we can also create with our metaphysical abilities. So again, this is a reminder of something that is within you, within me, within us. And I invite you here now to experiment with it, because it will take time to learn. It's new, and the parameters are endless. The reach is endless for you and what you can do with it and how you can progress in this domain. So with that, I'll leave it with you now, and good luck. Bye.